your larger self or the self gives you a hint and nudge that you're caught up in some lower expression, lower experience in the head or somewhere else, and that doesn't feel great, that's good, because that is an indication, it's an invitation to feel better. It's an invitation to know that there is a better way. So we come back to recognize that something in us knows what is healthy, knows what is a happy state, what is a loving state, what is a harmonious state. And the key obstacle is the I, myself, or ego I, because it's a certain fixation, it's a certain position. It can be even defended at the lower levels of consciousness. The I, myself, we may know that there are many degrees of this. There are many degrees of this experience of I, myself. And what is this I? At a deeper layer, at the very core of it, it is an assumption. It is an assumption that this I is myself. And even if you feel a feeling of myself, you may also know that this is an assumption that this is yourself. And you may say, but it feels real. The feeling of myself feels real, or the feeling of my beingness, or the feeling of I am. It feels real. It feels sensible, tangible, feelable. But it is an assumption. And by knowing this, we don't support unnecessarily. We don't fuel it. We don't empower this ego self or limited self. Or if you are at a deeper level of consciousness, the I am or beingness, even that is an assumption. Even if it feels real or very present, I feel that I'm this beingness, and it's also an assumption. So we start to unhook. We start to unhook, because if we don't know that the I, myself, or beingness is an assumption, if we don't know that, then we give power to the automated mechanism to take over your experience, to wrap you around its finger, to noodle you up in the complications of the mind and emotions. If we don't know that the I is an assumption, then we allow the automated process to kick in and wrap you up. And that's why then it doesn't feel good, because you're wrapped up and you know it. And it's like, how do I get out of this? And then you don't know what to do usually. So if you would know that this is an assumption, the I, myself, or the being is an assumption, then we can unwrap it. And this goes all the way to the seed of the I thought. For those familiar with self-enquiry, to the very seed of the I feeling or I sense or the I thought. It's the same thing basically at this deepest place. And it is an assumption. And if we give it reality to it, then unwillingly we are supporting it. Unwillingly we are losing our power. unwillingly we get wrapped up as it rises. And this I, myself, the I sense, it rises very quickly. You may notice that to a certain degree, it is present in every one of you. And some of you maybe already be comfortable with it because you know it's just an experience, it's just an energy, but to a certain degree, it's present in every one of you. And we're not saying it's wrong, but we are trying to become aware of it, to notice it. So we notice the I, myself. It can even be felt as I am the body. Even at higher levels of consciousness, you may feel that I'm the body, or I experience this present moment through the body, like seeing through my eyes, hearing through my ears, and through the five senses of the body. So the body is the portal of this experience of the five senses. That's what it is. It's what we interact with the world, with the environment. And it's okay, there's nothing wrong with it. But now we are becoming more aware, more deeply aware. So the I, myself, or I am the body, is a sense, it's a feeling. And we assume that it's real. We assume that it has a basis of a point of reference. And if we assume that, then of course it settles in. And then what it does, it takes over the experience. Assumption of it is that which either twists and starts to take over, or you can know that it's an assumption and we don't give basis of reality to it, and we can gently soften it. We no longer so strongly support it. And thus, we allow ourselves to relax more and to start opening more and to start familiarizing with something higher, something bigger, something deeper.